Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to start a project and more importantly how to submit your project, because if you do not submit your projects properly, I cannot grade them. If I cannot grade them, you don't get a grade until it's submitted properly, and that can greatly affect your grade if it's late. So, when you have Visual Studio started up like this, you want to go File, New, Project, and we're going to be doing multiple different kinds of projects during this class, so don't worry too much about this. The important part is you have it under Visual C#, because C# is the language we are going to be dealing with. You might have to install it to get your computer to read it, but that's something that we'll work on in class. The important part is you have Visual C#, go here. The two main types of applications we're going to be working on in class are console application and Windows Form applications right here. Either one of these is fine. You can do .NET Core or .NET Framework, whichever one is acceptable to you. The important part is the name of your project. Once you have started your project, you cannot change the name of your project. So make sure you know what you want it to be named starting out. And the location. This right here is where you're going to find your folder. So if you want to change the location, just click on Browse and go to whatever you want. You can get desktop, you can make a folder, either way, but once you choose that, it's very difficult to change the location. All right? So make sure you know where your Visual Studio is saving your projects. Next, once we do work on it and save it, how do you submit your folders? How do you submit your projects? Well, if you pull up the location, you might be able to hear an ice cream truck, it's going by, but if you pull up the location that your project is saved, okay, in this case it's console application 30, click here, you have another folder named console app 30, and then you have a .sln file. Now I need everything in this folder to be able to grade it. You need the .sln file, that stands for solution, and I need everything in this. So what we do is we go up, and the folder of the same name that contains everything. Again, you see the .sln. This folder of the same name, you want to right-click and then go to Send to a compressed or zipped folder. Okay. And the reason why this is not working with this is because the file is currently open, but go here, any one of these can send to a compressed zip folder, and that right there is what you submit to class. All right, this compressed folder is what you submit via Blackboard. Now, one other thing to note, on quiz 1, there is a question, and the answer to that question is Shazam. If there is an answer, it's question 9 or 10, the answer is Shazam. I'm doing this to make sure that you actually listen to the audio, because, again, I don't have time to try to hunt you down and get people to properly submit these things. If you do not submit these properly, I cannot grade them. And after 3 days, it just counts as a 0 on your project, and that's a huge chunk of your grade. So remember, it's send to compressed or zipped folder, and that folder, when you double click on it, it's going to say console application 19, and then when you click on that, I need the .sln, the file folder, and if applicable, it's not going to be applicable to everything, the .vs folder. I would not worry about the .vs folder. It's actually invisible, and I have my computer set to see it. Just please make sure that I have the .sln and all of all of the contents of this folder. Okay. You submit this to Blackboard, you're good. All right. And that's it as far as this goes. So, you know, come back here as many times as you need to. I don't care how many times you have to watch this video. This is how you do it. If you ask me how to do it and it's not covered in this video, that is fine. But if you're having trouble, I'm just going to point you right back to this video. All right.